Hello! Welcome back to Princess Evangile, where last time, I actually don't remember. um,
Uh,
Chiho officially joined, well, officially, she became an affiliate of the White Lily Society. Oops, I clicked the thing by accident. Okay, and then Mitsuki came into our meeting and was like, wow, you guys are, I thought you were gonna be, like, crying on the floor.
Mitsuki's things.
We talked about how we have only two more characters left to meet. And, so I don't know if I don't know when one of them, I can't remember her name.
Uh, I wrote it down somewhere. Hang on a second. Are you talking about Konomi?
Konomi. I don't know if we're gonna meet her in this session or if it's gonna take longer than that. But,
I don't remember when she shows up.
me neither, to be honest. I mean, we're past most of the game that I actually remember, so there's like 4 more scenes in the entire game that I remember after this. And they're pretty spaced out. And I only remember pieces of them. So, yeah. But I really was surprised. I expected to see the two of them grasping at straws. Chiho's joined them. That means this character must after all be, on the whole, unobjectionable. And then there's Ruko-san. She's so composed she could cause a change in the tide before I know it. Which means that similar people may begin joining them from here on out. I can't imagine that Messiah-san would ever be accepted here, but just in case. I'm not sure if I can afford to just stand and watch. But None-sama hasn't said anything on the subject. I can't think for myself, she says. We'll see about that. Right, in that case... Mitsuki, just be on our side. It's much cooler over here. What is that? Is that a bag?
It looks like one of those where you carry on in the stick, when the people who run away from home.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't look like a school bag or anything.
It looks like a devil bag.
Yeah.
Managed against Shiho, our first intended recruit, and our side was a good omen for things to come. Our experiment was short-lived. 1 week later, we randomly exchanged a single distant affiliate.
We'll have to give up on recruiting for the moment.
Risa had said that 2 days ago, but it wasn't because she was deterred. Rather, it was because we'd already gone through the whole student body. It wasn't hard with so many people at school.
Anyway, let's do the best we can with the members we have. And Messiah-san, keep interacting socially.
I would have thought that Risa-san or Ruka-san did the inviting. We get a lot more members right away. I just want to show how strongly opposed the student body was to the reform. I was eating lunch in the dining hall when Risa-san came running up to me. She looked happy.
Messiah-san, look at this.
Huh? She handed me an A4-size sheet of paper. I held my chopstick in my mouth while looking at it.
It's poor manners to hold your chopsticks in your mouth.
Oh, right. Before I could move, she took the chopstick and set them on my tape plate. This is... My eyes went to the graph, and I was shocked when I double-checked the title. Okinoki Messiah Approval Survey.
What? I didn't tell you?
No! This is the first I've heard of it.
I see. Curious.
Risa sat down, deep in thought. After a moment, she hid her fist into her palm with realization.
The early results were so bad that I didn't show them to you. Look at the graph for the first survey.
It's basically just right in the horizontal axis.
It's because you only got 1 vote. Who do you think cast it?
Right.
The Student Council conducts an impartial approval survey once a week and publishes the results on Monday.
That's pretty often.
Yes, that's why it will be our trump card. We can easily check any changes to your approval rating.
My eyes fell back to the graphs. The first and second polls both gave me just one vote. While the third poll was a sharp spike upwards, I'm gonna contain my surprise.
This poll is conducted on Saturday, so the second poll represents the 11th through the 16th. You only had my vote then, too, likely because of the incidents with Chiho-san.
I was pretty sure Shio slapped me on the 11th and the 13th.
But now, everyone knows the truth of the matter. They also know that Chiho-san and Ruko-san have become affiliates. I think that's what accounts for the change in the third set of results.
I see. I understood what Ryuji-san had meant before about a trump card. The results like it's pretty encouraging.
I know!
But I do have one concern.
What is it?
How many votes are there in total? Ryuji-san slumped as she spoke.
Combining intermediary and final course, it's 463.
A meteoric rise from 27 out of 463, huh?
Well, we've only just begun, of course.
That's true.
Really, you should consider this our starting line. All the negative criticism is gone. From here on, I believe we'll gradually pick up supporters. It doesn't need to be unanimous, after all. We only need 232 for majority. When you think about it that way, it's rather close, isn't it?
It is. Anyway, I'm gonna do my best. I wouldn't want to leave here after only one term.
Yes, that's very true. I really was happy to see today's results. I feel like it's cause to have hope.
Yeah. I remember how she had run to me with the results in hand. Seeing Ryuji-san's excitement was what made me happier than anything. During lunch break, something unusual happened. I got an email. I didn't recognize the sender. A subject line just went urgent, but I didn't know what it could be about. I opened the message suspiciously. I read the contents, my eyes opened wide. Yo says in trouble. Come right away. That was the entire message. Like the subject, the body contained no details. There was enough to send me into panic. Actually, she would never fit in after all. Besides which, it had only been 1 week since she was invited to join the White Little Society. So it could have changed much since then. Then there was a slap. It didn't bother me, and when the misunderstanding was resolved, I thought the matter was closed. But still, there might have been some people who took it as an excuse to be even hard on her. Everyone in this nest is so proper, after all. Ryuji-san had said it too, the first act of violence in the school. The more I thought about it, the more worried I became. I flew out of the classroom, cell phone in hand. I ran, weaving around people in the hallways until I reached the door to Shio's classroom, 2B. What could possibly be? All I could hear beyond was the usual classroom shadow. Then I realized that, for some reason, all eyes in the hall would focus on me. I've been at school for 3 weeks now. There's no reason why they should be staring at me like this anymore. And yet, for some reason, I seem to be back to square one. This must be what they meant about something happening to Chiho. They were looking at me to see what I would do. I was sure that's what it was. I had a bad feeling well up inside me. I had to put my hand on the door that goes little cries of alarm, back and front bit. Chiho! Huh? What? I looked around the room.
I was like, I couldn't remember what this part was.
I remember looking out the room, eyes wide. What?
Booba!
What? The girls were all in the middle of changing. Chiho-san?
What?
Are you okay?
Huh?
No! I'm in trouble! That's why I'm here!
I am in trouble.
I knew it!
From the tentator serpent.
Huh?
The only danger here is you peeping on us while we're changing. Oh, get the hell out!
Oh! Shio's scream was like a starter gun, and was other twin things. I was forced back into the hall.
Okanogi Messiah, you fiend!
Oh, the woman from the gaudy head. I haven't seen this in a while.
Since your transfer here, I hadn't heard any reports of problematic conduct, but I can see that was all just a clever act.
No! It's not just a misunderstanding!
No excuses, come with me!
Another guardian arrived. They each took me by one arm and dragged me by feet. Despite being women, they were quite strong, and there was nothing I could do to resist them.
Wait a minute now, you don't need to be so rough with them. What's the matter with you? Aren't you the victim here? Oh, it's not... What's going on here? Ah, sister. I received a report from a student that Okanogi Messiah entered a classroom knowing that the girls inside were changing.
What was that? Why did she assume I knew?
Is this true?
No! No!
Lying again.
I'm not lying! I really didn't!
Would you swear it to God that you are not lying?
Yes. I never seen Mashima's face so soon. I looked at his face and his eyes nodded. Look, I even have proof!
Proof?
Moving only my arm on her elbow, I offered my cell phone to her. I got this email a little while ago. Look at it! Sister Mashima took it and checked the screen.
Is this the classroom where the trouble occurred? What? Yes. And Chiho-san was with them? Ah, yes. Very well, then we should ask the sender directly. Speaking of which... Masaya-kun, are you acquainted with the sender?
No, I don't know them.
I see. Very well, then let us go.
Sister Mashima turned on her heel and began marching, holding me by the arm. Hiro turned towards us as he heard her footsteps approach.
You have next period, don't you? You have gym next period, don't you? You should get to class, Chiyo-san. Oh, but... I know how you feel. You're worried about Masaya-kun, aren't you? But you can ask me how it went later. Oh, I guess so.
Shio stayed where she was, but since we were walking, the distance between us naturally widened. It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm not worried.
See you later.
Right.
Shio continued to stand in the middle of the hallway, watching until we turned the corner. The misunderstanding was clearly up quickly. Cleared up quickly. Jeez, it was delicate matter. So Mrs. Mashima took us to the vacant rose garden to explain. The girl who had sent the email was extremely flustered.
I didn't send that email. I really didn't. What does it mean, sister? It must have been someone playing a prank. A prank? Did you have your cell phone in your hand at all times? No, not at all. I leave it out on my desk a lot.
Sister Mishima, not only.
These phones have a delayed send function. Someone could use it to send an email without the phone's owner knowing it. But who would do such a thing? I don't know, but I would advise not searching for the one responsible. But he's the only boy at a girl's school. It's natural that some girls would feel inclined to play a prank. I don't think there's any reason to scold someone over such a trivial thing. In addition...
Sister Mashima smiled brightly.
Masaya-kun quite enjoyed himself, I imagine.
What?
Did you see them while they were changing?
Well...
He had a clear view of them. I was standing right behind him at the time. So it was to your benefit as well. Unless you are simply that determined to find the culprit.
Oh, no. It's okay.
I knew you were a healthy young man.
Oh, is this anyone want to make a fuss?
It was a joke. Shall we leave the matter at that, then? The discipline of students is outside the purview of the Guardian.
What's that? Or they spent last.
Then Messiah-kun, you may return to class.
Right.
On a more serious note, Messiah-kun, it is unlikely that every single person here will warm to your presence. But don't let it worry you. There are those that do welcome you as well.
Right.
I can hardly believe it.
After class, we gathered in the courtyard of Maria Hall and told the others what happened.
I thought something must have happened when you came late to class.
The others didn't hear about it? There was no change in the atmosphere when I entered, so I had a bad feeling that they didn't.
That's right, it happened just a little before class began, after all.
No one sent emails, think so?
We don't do that during class. Messiah, Vincent S. is always very strict about those kinds of things.
It looks like it.
Is it different at other schools?
Every time she appears, since she doesn't appear so often, I just get
I know, I was just like, oh, hey!
so like shot of serotonin. Let's go chat with our table as well.
I just imagine she slides on screen and you just immediately sit up.
Yeah. Although the associated were rivals, the students of Mission S were still all on friendly terms.
Let me double check this really quick. Okay.
Just checking you were recording still.
No, check that I have the right microphone selected.
Okay. Even for someone like me, maybe. What?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the thing. It didn't look like the thing changed.
Even for someone like me and chatting like this felt like the most natural thing in the world.
That's true. Before I came here, students would always gossip and use their cell phones during class. It was completely normal. I see. But a prank? It wasn't a terribly malicious act, but I wonder who it could have been.
What do you call that thing that's around the below the breastline? I mean,
this?
Yeah.
It's a corset.
Oh, okay.
It was like a do you know what a corset is?
No.
It was something that like used to be worn, I think, in like the 1800s, 17 or 1800s, maybe even earlier. That was like it was supposed to keep your waist thin by like basically squeezing you.
I see. That sounds uncomfortable.
It is. It was, but it is also like, you know, the whole thing of like you got to have a nice slim figure.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't feel like it's gonna apply to like these three. I
imagine these aren't nearly as tight as real corsets were.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Because those were so tight you could barely breathe sometimes. Oh, do you have some idea? Oh, no, not exactly. But what did they say to lure you there? That's the part I'm rather interested in.
Well...
What was that?
Oh, it was, like, there's a treasure hidden in room 2B. That sort of thing.
A treasure? A treasure, huh?
What? Well, you certainly found a treasure.
For heaven's sake, you could have gotten out of there right away, but you stuck around to talk and look at us. It was really gross.
What was this?
Just what?
My reason would be obvious if I told her what was in the email. But I felt a little self-conscious about it.
Well, just tell her! Just tell her they said you were in trouble, so I went to go make sure you were okay. Like, that's a pretty normal thing to do.
I don't know.
Even if you couldn't help entering the classroom, there is no excuse for that.
Mitsuko-chan really could be harsh.
But this might have an effect on your standing. Messiah-san, prepare yourself for a change in next week's poll.
Right.
Oh, the one the student council does. Do you have the results already? Yes, here.
She took the paper out of her bag. This appeared to be the first Mitsuko-chan has seen of it, and she purely wished she home. Ruka-san had been silent up until now. I slowly glanced at her. Her eyes were turned towards the sky. Ruka-san, have you seen them already?
Huh?
The results of the approval survey.
Ah, no, I have not.
But she didn't bother looking at the paper. She seemed to be deep in thought. What's wrong? You've been quiet all day.
Oh, there is something on my mind. Messiah-san, might I ask you something?
What is it?
How does it feel for a man to see a woman naked?
Huh?
We weren't naked, we were still in our underwear. Ah, well, it was a figure of speech.
How does it feel?
I cannot begin to imagine it.
Well, I guess I would follow...
When we change together, I do not feel anything in particular. But I am certain that a boy in the same situation would feel differently. So I was wondering, how might that be?
All eyes wanted me. I felt like my face was on fire. That's a difficult question to answer.
Is it?
Well, it's a question about feelings. Feelings are difficult to describe, you know? I seem to accept that argument.
That is true, I suppose.
They all looked unsatisfied, though.
I find it difficult to describe the feeling that I get when I bake a successful loaf of bread. That's right, we should have tea again together again tomorrow. Yes, as long as we're doing it, we should invite Mitsuki-san to join us. Of course. I wonder why she didn't come today. She didn't come to the Red Rose Society room either.
Past a half hour chatting, then dispersed. Phew, what a business. I knelt in front of Sayas and walked back to my dorm. Rugu-san's question really had me flustered. I wish there was another guy here. And then I could talk about how I felt. There was no one could talk to a girl about it, especially not the girls I had just seen. But so beautiful. Shiho and Risu-san both. Someone tapped my shoulder and jumped in the air in surprise. Oh, it's just Shiho.
Why do you look so surprised?
Nothing. I was just a little lost in thought.
You weren't thinking about before, were you?
Guy one. What are you been talking about? Can I help you? You don't have club?
I'm on my way now. More importantly, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
What did you want with me?
Huh?
When you came into the room, you were calling my name.
Hey. I forgot about that.
Then you started asking me all those questions. What was that all about? I want to see your phone. That prank email was about me, wasn't it?
I handed my phone over silently.
This is...
She looked between the screen and my face. I found myself blushing for some reason. It's just... You've got reputations for violence, right? I thought maybe someone started some trouble.
Idiot.
She handed the cell phone back to me.
But I guess, given the circumstances, I can forgive you this time.
Thanks.
See, now was that so hard? One-sama, this should lower Masaya-san's approval rating. Whatever the reason, he entered a classroom while the girls are changing. One-sama? Mitsuki, you do know the most important thing in life, don't you? Huh? The most important thing in life is to do the righteous thing. Isn't that right? Using traps such as these to lower public opinion of Masaya-kun and drive him out. I wonder what could be the point of such a thing. If he is a good person, if he is a righteous man, then I believe that there is nothing wrong with him remaining a Vincent. Have you forgotten what I said, Mitsuki? My desire is to maintain peace at Vincent. If his presence here is not disrupting that peace, then I take no issue with him. In addition, the matter of gender integration is one that the students should decide for themselves. Is that not the case? I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that. I do understand how you feel. You were trying to make me happy, weren't you? Yes. But do remember, what I wish to see is his true character. If beneath the surface he is pure, then that will be a wonderful thing. Yes, ma'am. I'm glad that you understand. Also, the teachers do not know the truth behind this incident, do they? If so, let's keep this between us. Oh, but... Jesus cast censure about the Pharisees who upheld righteous laws, did he not? I am the same. I do not wish to enforce the rules if it means hurting you. Thank you. Even so, I am still unsure. About what? At the moment, I have not yet found a definitive flaw in Masai-kun's character. I still do not know if he is truly a righteous man or not. You want to keep it normal and pure, and then you decide to do what you do later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate her so much. Delicious. Truly, Fortnum and Mason is the only black tea worth drinking. What? Oh, bless you.
No, were you talking to me?
Yes, it sounded like you were sneezing.
Oh, no, I didn't sneeze.
Oh, okay. Well, bless you
got that
anyway.
right. Thank you. You got that right. Yeah, you got that right. It goes well with the bread that you bake too.
Thank you. You're becoming quite the gourmet.
I guess I am. Oh, the food here is so great. I never want to go back to the ant pen and milk again.
I don't think anyone would want that. Messiah-san even makes eating into a spectacle. He's always so fun to be around. Well, it surprised me when I came here too. I feel bad saying it, but it's much better than my mom's cooking.
Your mom's cooking is good though too. It's good too though.
Oh, you've eaten at Chiho-san's house before?
Yeah, pretty often actually. My old man really felt like cooking.
Oh, for a moment I thought you were seeking parental approval.
Huh? What's that?
Nothing.
But I won't have to rely on them anymore, at least. Plus, I've got my debt cleared away. Man, you should have seen the look in the goons' faces. Their eyes were like saucers.
I don't care to see those people ever again. Me neither. But I was relieved to see you recover that lottery ticket. It really was haunting me. You still have about half left, right? Which means you're pretty well off, Messiah. You are a very enticing catch.
No, we're not near there, though. What do people feel like golden diggers around me now?
Who might you be referring to, I wonder?
No one, of course!
Messiah... Just
Hi,
slide...
where did you come from?
just slide in. Hello. Oh, damn it. Messiah-sama has been through a great deal. I would not have thought it, looking at you.
Yeah, I'm pretty laid back about it, I guess. Yeah, I may have been a defense mechanism in a way. Choosing to not sweat the small stuff was the only way I could stand living with my own man. What is what he's doing now anyway? I haven't heard from him, or try to contact him.
Money is important.
Risa-san spoke in solemn tones, tapping the rim of a teacup with a fingertip.
Would you believe that the cups the students use are Royal Booster?
What?
You're not familiar with Royal Booster?
No. It was a familiar exchange. From context, though, it was clearly the name of the company.
It's the finest brand of bone china, isn't it? Yes, they cost so much, you get in trouble if you break one. Although porcelain is quite difficult to break.
What's bone china? Is it a brand?
It's a type of porcelain. It's quite expensive, you know.
Wow.
It's like this entire time Chia's just staring at you so mean, so like angry. It's not just the dishes. Everything at Vincent's, including the furniture, is of the highest quality. Even these chairs and this table where we sit. Do. That's right. And the beds in the dorm are so soft. Yes.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing?
I think she's gonna be like, well, we're spending a lot of money on this stuff, and then that's why the school is losing money.
So let's see what we're going to.
Yeah. Well, the school's finances being what they are.
They could avoid financial costs by attracting more students. That was the integration movement's major objective.
Really, I'll never know why they go through all this for mere students. The remodeling of the building was also quite costly. If they'd done the remodeling to accommodate our current number of students, that would have been better, but, well, in a way, it means we already have the facilities to handle integration. Do you really believe that the school will integrate?
There was no malice in the words. She genuinely seemed curious.
Yes, I do not intend to lose this fight. Oh, hi! Oh, hello! By the way, you've been quiet all this time, Mitsuki-san. Are you feeling unwell?
I've been concerned about that too. She looked healthy enough, but she had kept her eyes turned down miserably.
I'm fine.
She shook her head slightly, but didn't say any more than that. Then a moment later, she turned her eyes toward me.
Masaya-san?
Yes? It was strange. Shortly after dressing me, she turned her eyes down again. The next moment, she turned her face away.
I heard a rumor that you peeped on the girls while they were changing.
Huh?
I suppose you really are the tentator serpent. It's your destiny to leave here after one term. Thank you for the food.
With that final word of Ruko-san, she quickly walked away.
I wonder what was wrong with Mitsuki-san. She hadn't heard the truth yet? Oh, well, by the way, Masaya-san, have you heard? The May Festival is coming up.
May Festival? That's the first I've heard of it. What's it like?
It's an all-night dance ball, in our way of speaking, a soiree dansante.
Wow,
Wait,
that sounds like a lot of fun.
already? Okay. I thought it was way later in the game. Yes, it's so much fun. It's quite the custom for girls to feud in private with each other over the right to dance with their favorite one-sama.
I see.
The May Festival is also, in a way, the debut of the association. The student council runs it, but the association each submit a theme. It would be unbecoming to do the same thing every year, after all.
Theme?
Mitsuko, has the Red Rose Society finalized its plans yet? No, not yet. I see. Neither have we. Don't they go with, like, masquerade? Or something like that?
I think so? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember anything from this point onwards. I
remember, like I said, I remember a couple more scenes, and I remember the dance, part of the dance, because that's when Ayaka shows up. And I think it's masquerade. On that subject then, our meetings beginning tomorrow will be about choosing a theme for the May Festival. Sure. Of course.
got it.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I believe that the May Festival will be very important. What do you mean? Well, it's our chance to shine. Masaya-san, I mentioned the rising tide to you the other day. The White Lily Society is crucial to raising that tide. We can't expect to influence opinion if we don't raise our own approval rating first. That is true. Masaya-san, the associations have to help out with school events. We need to do our best, not just at the May Festival, but at all of them.
Got it.
With that said,
She trailed off and looked around at the members present.
does anyone have any ideas for the theme that I mentioned yesterday?
We exchanged an instinctive glance. She looked slightly uncomfortable.
Well, I'm sure it's a bit much to ask right away, especially as Masaya-san has never participated before.
Yeah.
But that's why I thought you might be able to propose ideas freely.
Oh, Risa-san watched me hopefully, but I couldn't think of anything. By the way, when is the May Festival? Instead, I decided to buy some time.
May 4th, the same time as Golden Week.
Does the school take a long holiday too?
Yes, but as we can't leave school grounds, there's not much to do. That may be where the event came from. The May Festival is my favorite school event. Dancing all night long. It almost feels taboo. That's right, even without a lights out time, we don't usually stay up all night. If I may ask, Masaya-san, have you ever danced before?
No, never. Can you guys all dance?
We practice in gym class. We're doing it now, as a matter of fact.
I see. I have gym class separate, so I never knew.
But it's not something you can learn overnight. Last year I spent the whole time stepping on Roko-san's feet. It's nothing to worry about for either of you.
Speaking of which, am I supposed to participate?
What? What do you mean?
Well, I take gym class separately after all.
Dancing is for men and women to do together, so I'm sure it'll be fine. If anyone objects, I will have a word with them.
Thanks. Well, then?
This will be my first time dancing with a boy.
As she spoke, Kuroko-san's eyes came to focus on mine.
Hope that you will take my first, Masaya-san.
Ah.
I don't know about that phrasing. Me too, Masaya-san. You may dance with me if you like.
Sure.
I think it would be best to match the clumsy people together.
That's a good point. I would have to feel self-conscious about stepping on her feet.
Just try not to hurt me. It's practically my first time after all.
Right. Though, that's a weird way of putting it.
This is quite a problem.
She did a deep sigh. What is?
There is only one Masaya-san. We cannot all be your partner. Then they do all this, and then Ayaka's just like, nah, he's mine.
Doesn't the dance night last all night?
But the matter of who you dance with first is of great importance.
Ah. The three of them looked over at me, and I found myself momentarily at a loss for words. I don't know about that. I think as long as I'll take turns, it'll work out well enough.
I won't be satisfied unless I'm first.
Ah.
You know how I hate to lose, right, Messiah?
Ah.
It's just like, what's going on? I love the little bubbles. That's it. I just had a very fine idea. An idea? For the White Lily Society's theme. What is it? What's that? Oh.
Just as Risa-san leaned forward, there was a knock at the door.
Salutations. Ah, salutations.
The Railroad Society piled in with Missy-san on ahead.
How can we help you? Ritsuko informed me that you were beginning your talks about the May Festival today. I magnanimously decided to check on you. How exactly is that magnanimous?
Missy said seemed to have recovered from a depression after the day before. She's back to her usual self.
Are you sure you can afford to be rude to me? What are you talking about? It's not unusual for the two theme submissions to be conflict with each other. When that happens, it's usually settled with a Toin coss. Toin coss? Oh my god! Coin toss.
Good job! Toin.
Wow. Wow, that was a complete fumble. God. It's usually settled with a coin toss, right?
Missy still hasn't recovered from the day before, don't worry.
And this year that will be unnecessary. We will concede to the White Lily Society, right, Ritsuko? Ah, yes, Mitsuki-sama is correct.
Ritsuko-chan seemed momentarily flustered. It seems like they hadn't discussed this beforehand. Even though Ritsuko-chan is Red Rose's leader.
What do you mean? You don't know, Rise-san.
He looked around the room, a triumphant smile on her lips.
The White Lily Society's representatives have all quit, and they have only 2 affiliates. 2? We have 3. Oh yes, there is Messiah-san.
Apparently my existence was beneath the notice.
By comparison, the Red Rose Society has 10 members. That's why I wanted to give you a handicap. I don't need your half-hearted charity. I want a fair fight, or else there's no point. Are you sure about that? There's a clear difference in our abilities. We have quality over quantity, right?
Right! Though I felt embarrassed about being called that.
And we have both quality and quantity. And with our leader, Belle Epan... Epan... Oh my fuck. Belle... Is it Apine or Epine? I actually don't know.
I think it's Epen. The E side.
Belle Epan. We have found more people to help us. I was just about to introduce them. What? Right now? Well, they aren't representatives. Learning from your example, I have decided to take on affiliates. Oh, it's Konomi! Now, Konomi, introduce yourself. Oh my gosh, she's so tiny!
Yeah, she's too tiny. As Misty-san spoke, a petite ghost stepped out from behind the crowd, back of the crowd.
Konomi? But you're still an intermediary course. Yes, but they said I could join as an affiliate, so... No, I didn't mean to criticize you.
I whispered to Ruiko-san. Intermediate students can't join an association?
No. Well, I'm a new affiliate of the Red Rose Society. Yanase Konomi, it's nice to meet you.
Being in the intermediate course meant she was like the youngest who wasn't there. Maybe that's why she wasn't so nervous? As she walked forward and introduced herself, Konomi-chan kept her eyes focused downward and never looked at us once.
That's right, I forgot Ritsuko was your One-sama, Konomi.
You mean the sisters?
No, it means they're especially close. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the pose that I remember.
Yeah.
Of course, that is part of it, but that's not the only reason. Oh, then what else? It's because of that tentator serpent right there.
What, me? The Red Rose Society members all snapped their attention. Apparently this was the first time they heard of that title. Ritsuko-chan seemed to be the only one previously aware of it. She placed her hand on her forehead and shook her head.
We've heard the rumors, even in intermediary. You entered a classroom while the girls were changing.
Let's go! The final intermediary courses each had their own dorms, but the truth behind it having spread out far yet?
I know what you're going to say, that it was all a prank, right?
Yeah! She kept her eyes pointed down the whole time she dressed me. It was frankly rather strange.
I don't believe it.
What?
It's possible that you set the whole thing up yourself.
You mean I used that ghost cell phone to send an email to myself?
Yes.
That doesn't seem likely.
Do you have any proof?
Well, no, But
I knew it!
what? I wonder.
That is why I chose to join the Red Rose Society.
Why? See how this connects to me?
It's to protect my Ine-sama.
Give me a biscuit check?
Do not address her as Chan, the impudence.
So.
You don't use honorifics for underclassmen. That's the rule at Vincent S.
That was true. But frankly, that was even rude to me.
My One-sama is a beautiful woman. A tentator serpent like you may try to get your claws into her. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. You will not come within 3 meters of my One-sama. If you ever break that rule, I will cleave you in half. That's quite a threat. 3 meters, but he's that close right now. Oh, Konomi, please, that's enough. But, One-sama! The rule is innocent until proven guilty. You cannot punish someone on suspicion alone. It is guilt that requires evidence, not innocence, right? Even so, he's a man! Men are filthy beasts!
Konomi's chance seems to be a real man-hater.
So he's dangerous, no matter what else you say. Do you hear me? If you ever come near my One-sama, I'll cut you in half with my Naginata.
Naginata?
Konomi is in the Naginata Club. Ah, you're president this year, aren't you? Yes.
Wow. Despite her petite size, it appears she was quite a combatant. Plus, she had a hot temper, which meant I'd give him any misunderstandings out of the way now. Ah, Konomi-chan!
What did you say? Don't call me Konomi-chan, it's just Konomi.
Right! Konomi... Really seems like it's making her matter. Konomi-chan was right to the ears and trembling like a chihuahua, but she still waited patiently to hear me out. I do have proof.
What?
It seemed like someone so passionate would respond better to emotion than logic. Please, look me in the eyes.
In the eyes?
Please look in the eyes of someone who's lying. Oh yeah, I remember her reaction here.
Yeah, no, I do too. What are you talking about?
Konomi-chan met my gaze for the first time. The next moment, her eyes turned as red as a boiled lobster. What? She shrieked, causing me and the rest of the group to jump in fright.
Don't look at me!
Huh?
I'll get pregnant. If a man looks at you too much, it makes a baby inside you.
With that, Konomi-chan ran the room at tremendous speed.
Is that true?
I seriously doubt it.
I really am sorry about all of this.
Risuo-chan bowed deeply.
Konomi is rather deeply prejudiced in certain ways. I can see that. She seems like a rather strange girl. Ritsuko, you do know how to attract them. But she isn't a bad person. Of course, I didn't say that she was. Well, that was a curious method of departure, but...
Michi-san spoke, trying to control the situation again.
Anyway, as you can see, the Red Rose Society has another influential title bearer joining its ranks. The gap between us has opened even wider.
What's the title?
Mignon Poupée. It means darling doll. Now I'm wondering. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Wow. Well, she is pretty cute.
It really is all men think about.
I couldn't deny it, which made me feel worse.
Well, anyway, the introduction of Mignon Poupée is complete, so we will take our leave now. Ah, I mentioned it before, but Rise-san, don't forget that we won't require a Toin cost. God damn it! What the fuck? What the fuck?
How?
What? How the
Oh.
fuck did I mess that up twice?
A Toin coss?
Oh my god.
We got the title of this video at least. You good?
Yeah, I'm just writing that down because yeah, that's a funny title. And I told you I wanted a fair fight. Yes, yes.
Missy-san and the others filed out. Well, Missy-san remained behind.
Konomi is our official affiliate now, so I'm sure she'll cause trouble for you in the future. Please try to be generous with her.
Right. She bowed to us and left the room. Missy-san's very put together.
She really is. As expected of Belle Epin? I forgot what you said.
I think it is Empin.
I need to know. Oh, hold on. I want to look it up because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Epine.
Epin, okay.
Belle Epine. As expected of Belle Epine, she has both beauty and intelligence.
Yeah, really. Well, the three of us still are of Risco-chan. Risco-chan had a new fire lit inside her.
I'm not going to lose to her. I'm going to spend all day today thinking of ideas. We have very little time left, and today's session is over. Goodbye. Ah.
Risco-chan marched out of the room, looking rather irritable.
I may have some ideas by tomorrow myself, and we are 30 minutes over schedule. Okay, I guess we should head off too then.
Yeah.
Okay, and
that's
where we're gonna end today's episode.
Okay.
Woo! Okay, we met Konomi!
Yep.
So, now we have just one more character left. And if she has to be coming out really soon then. Because if the dance is starting the 4th. Or like I guess the entire thing. It's probably not on the 4th exactly, but if it's starting that week, then it's probably really soon. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And my fumbling of words. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye!